Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Clutter. I'm your host, Margo, a professional organizer specializing in toxic clutter. Today, I want to speak directly to you if you're a woman over 40 and feeling completely overwhelmed by your clutter. Here's the truth. If you're 40 like me, chances are you've been accumulating clutter for 10, 20, even 30 years. And if you have kids, a partner, a home you've been in for a while, or aging parents whose things you've inherited, the clutter has layers. Emotional ones, practical ones, invisible ones. So let's say this out loud. It's impossible to expect decades of clutter to disappear over one weekend. And yet, that's what so many of us try to do. We overthink, we expect perfection, and then we freeze. That's called decluttering paralysis, and it's completely natural. But you're not alone, and today I'm going to walk you through realistic ways to move forward, one small step at a time. If you're stuck, the key is to stop trying to do it all and start doing something. I'm going to repeat that. The key is to stop trying to do it all and start doing something with consistency and grace. And here are a few beginner-friendly options to break through your decluttering paralysis. Option 1 is one item a day. Literally, just one. Pick one item a day that you can let go of. A shirt you never wear. A mug you never reach for. A dusty knickknack. You'll be surprised how this builds confidence and momentum. This is especially beneficial for anybody who's stuck in decluttering paralysis, who's overwhelmed, who's struggling with, I don't want to make a mistake, or I might need this one day, who maybe feels like there's not enough time to declutter. Maybe we're not prioritizing it. We're perfectionists, whatever. If you find yourself stuck, frozen, this is a great way for you to get started. No woman I have yet to work with has told me, Margo, I feel overwhelmed having to just throw out one item a day. So this is a perfect way to start. And I promise you, once you do this for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, it's going to be so much easier to purge more, which leads me into the second thing that you might try. And that is a 30-day decluttering challenge. This is perfect if you love a little structure, if you love a little accountability. Let go of one item on day 1, 2 on day 2, 3 on day 3, and so on. Or simply commit to decluttering something each day. It doesn't not have to be complicated. If you're like, Margo, you're nuts. I cannot find 30 items to declutter on day 30. If that's stressing you out, then forget about it. The key is to declutter something every day. So, the first day it could be one item, then it could be 2, then it could be 4, then it could be 1 again, whatever. The whole entire point is you're building momentum, motivation, and most importantly, you're being consistent. All right, the other option is one of my favorites, and it is the 15 minutes a few times a week. You're going to set a timer. You're going to choose a drawer, a shelf, a bin, and you're going to go. When the timer goes off, you are done. And this works beautifully for busy women who want to feel productive without burning out. You can get so much done in 15 minutes. I mean, it is absolutely incredible. You can do a drawer. You could do a handful of items. You can work, in random spaces all over your house. Although my method of madness when I work with my one-on-one clients is tackling one room from start to finish. But again, if you're listening to this podcast and you're right next to your nightstand, pop that baby open. Start decluttering, maybe declutter the surface. Same thing. You're in the bathroom, you brushed your teeth, you have a few minutes before bed, maybe toss some items behind the medicine cabinet. Whatever works for you. The whole entire point of all of this is for it to be stress-free. Now, if you're ready to take a bigger step, this is where things get excited. Choose one room. Usually I tend to tell people choose the room that's like your eye twitch area. Typically our eye twitch areas are our entryways, our kitchens, our bathrooms, our closets. But you want to choose one space. If you feel too overwhelmed in your kitchen because it's so much stuff, you can choose something like a spare bedroom to begin with, or maybe your living room, any room that you're not feeling overwhelmed about. So you're going to choose a room. And you're going to commit to decluttering that room from start to finish in manageable chunks. Again, I don't want you to freak out. I am not implying that you take a day off of work and you declutter an entire room. That is bananaramas. Although we do call that atomic decluttering. And if that's something you're down for, then heck yeah, go for it. I support you. all the way. But for the average person, I'm talking about just choosing one particular room and committing to decluttering it from start to finish. One drawer, one shelf, one corner, one box, one handful of products at a time. So you're going to do it in short, focused sessions. You could do 10, 15 minutes, 3 days a week. You can do 2 sessions, an hour each, twice a week, whatever works for you. You can do it once a week. Again, with decluttering, it's less about frequency and more about consistency. So if you could do 1 a week, cool. If you could do 2, even better. Obviously, the more frequently you do it, the faster you're going to be able to declutter more stuff. And if you want support with this, I've created an incredible workshop. It's all about creating a decluttering plan, keeping you accountable. It teaches you how to declutter. It teaches you to go from room to room to room. It really allows you the opportunity. It's just 60 minutes of your time. It allows you the opportunity to declutter systematically your entire home from start to finish in half the time. I'll leave a link to this workshop in the show notes. So, my fellow women over 40, you are not behind. You are not lazy. You're not broken because your home is cluttered. You've lived a lot of life, and the clutter is just evidence of that life. The key isn't to get rid of everything overnight. It's to start, commit, and stay consistent. Because when you do, the peace you're looking for will find you. And most importantly, if you start, you're not going to be able to stop. In all the years that I've been working as a decluttering and home organization coach, I can tell you that the hardest part is starting, and then the momentum kicks in. And before you know it, I can't tell you how many of my one-on-one clients call me and say, Margo, why didn't I do this sooner? So please, I encourage you, if you're in your car, if you're at home, right, just walk over to any random item and get rid of it. One item at a time, and you'll be able to purge the 10, 20, 30 years of clutter that you've accrued in no time. Thank you so much for listening. As always, good luck on your decluttering journey, and remember to be good to yourself.